How you doing, guys? I'm here to talk about some late breaking news that I just came out. I mean, like within the 24-hour period. Steve Ballmer of Microsoft is going to be retiring in about a year, probably as soon as they find a replacement for him. And to me, it's really been a long time in coming. I've never been really happy with Steve Ballmer as CEO. I mean, yes, he did well enough in enterprise and business, but he totally failed in the consumer side. And for the last couple of years, I had a lot of hope from Microsoft in the consumer realm with Windows 8 and their Surface tablets and so on, but the execution was very bad on all counts. And even the stock prices went up 8 points once it was found out that he would be retiring. So that kind of tells you the investors were happy as well. Now, looking at some of the consumer side of things, Windows 8 was too confusing for consumers. Too many changes. Now, it may affect business slightly, meaning business and enterprise are not going to adopt Windows 8, and then they'll wait to the next version or versions. Of course, enterprise and business are very slow in adopting new operating systems, primarily for cost, change of workflow. So it's not going to be a big deal, and even a lot of them are probably even haven't moved to Windows 7 yet. So their business enterprise should be fine because of it. Obviously, Surface and Surface Pro tablets didn't work at all. With actually 900 million loss from Microsoft. And they probably should have took a little bit closer look at the Surface Pro tablet, which is basically an Intel i5 that's capable of running desktop software. Because really, if they already looked at the market beforehand, tablets has already been, those type of tablets have been going on for 10 years. And even before they came out, released their own, they already had some Intel i5 processors using Windows 7. And they would have known it's a very niche market to begin with. So there was a lot of hype around the Surface Pro as well. But as you can see, that didn't do well either. Windows 8 phones, same thing. But of course, they waited too long to get in the mobile market. I predict, or what they should definitely do is look for a CEO outside of Microsoft, because they really need to get some new ideas in from somebody totally different. And that's kind of how businesses or companies seem to do this. If the company is doing rather well and the CEO moves or retires, then they usually want to hire within because they want to keep that same vision that's working for them. Now, obviously, they're failing so bad on the consumer side, they should bring somebody new in with new ideas how to proceed on the consumer side. Obviously, the business and enterprise are doing quite well. There's been a slow growth throughout the entire time, but of course, they're kind of relying on legacy software. Of course, they have at least more than 90% of the desktop software. So even if there's a lot of failures there, I mean, there's not very many alternate options unless you go Mac or even Linux. At that point, it's not going to be a viable option. So yeah, in a lot of cases, I think this is some good news.